The threat of confrontation mounted in Venezuela as President Nicolas Maduro installed a controversial new assembly despite overwhelming international condemnation and a planned opposition protest. The problem for Venezuelans: Maduro's opposition would provide no relief. Oscar Guardiola Rivera read more. The Vatican became the latest of dozens of states to reject the new assembly, which it said creates a climate of tension and conflict in the overwhelmingly Catholic country. Despite the Vatican's strongly worded statement, a Catholic priest gave his blessing at the inauguration on Friday of the body, which will have the power to rewrite the Constitution and dissolve state institutions. The former Foreign Minister Delcy Rodriguez, who was named the Assembly's president, declared that the body rejected foreign interference in Venezuela. The 545-member body is made up entirely of pro-government loyalists after the opposition boycotted last Sunday's vote as an unconstitutional attempt by Maduro to strengthen his grip on power. The vote has also come under question amid allegations of fraud and vote rigging, which election officials and the government have rejected as part of an international campaign to attack the president. In an "us against them" themed speech, Rodriguez said, "Violent fascists who are waging economic war on the people would face justice. President Maduro, we are not going to leave you alone," Rodriguez said. Before the assembly members, some dressed in the colorful outfits of Venezuela's indigenous tribes. Adding to already high tensions, the new super body holds sessions in a chamber of the legislative palace in Caracas, where the opposition-controlled parliament normally convenes. The opposition coalition, known by its Spanish initials as MUD, has called for critics of the government to march in the capital, heightening the probability of violent clashes between protesters and security forces. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Nicolas Maduro supporters, carrying an image of Hugo Chavez, demonstrate outside the Legislative Palace during the Assembly's first session. Photograph, Carlos Garcia Rollins, Reuters. More than 125 people have been killed in 4 months of protests against Maduro's government, which the opposition sees as increasingly authoritarian and repressive. More than 5,000 people have been detained by security forces, and 1,389 remain in custody, according to Foro Penal, a human rights group. Hundreds of civilian protesters have been put on trial in military courts, a practice denounced on Friday by a group of United Nations experts. The government of Venezuela must stop systematically detaining protesters and end the growing use of military tribunals to try civilians, the group of 5 experts said in a statement.